Thank you so much for joining me. You know, a lot of you pulled on my heartstrings this week, and I'm going to tell you, I'm sitting in my comfy chair now, and I decided to get away from my boring office. And it's not that it's so boring, but it's just that I get the greatest feeling here in my little office. I feel so connected to all my little doodads and all the things that are around me that make me feel so special. You know, gifts that people have given me or mementos of loved ones. And this week, y'all pulled on my heartstrings. So I'm going to be doing a reading here for someone. Now, I did say that I was going to give out advice, inspiration, and I'm going to answer questions. So Marian Poirier, thank you so much for asking me. Hi, Jay. I was wondering if you had any messages for me. I lost my husband in 2004, my son in 2005, and I was wondering if either of them had a message for me. Marian, I'm so sorry to hear that you lost your husband and your son in such a very short period of time. Now, I'm going to say within 12 months, and I wouldn't think, you know, a year and a half type thing, but I get the feeling of about 12 months, and I get the feeling as same as. So same as for me could be the same month, like, you know, if I'm going from a December to a December or June to a June, that kind of thing. But I would think that that's how this pattern happened. Now, the older male that would have gone first makes me feel that he suffered somehow. When they talk about suffering like that, they just give me the sense that they were ill. Right away, I see the blood as being green. So I don't know if it's cancer, blockages of the circulation system, or kidney, liver, that kind of thing, toxins in the blood. But they make me feel that there was something to do with that. Now, that person makes me feel that they accepted the light, so they knew they were going to pass away. So I get a very strong sense of that around you, Marian. But the younger male makes me feel that he went quickly. And when they go quickly, and I hate to say it like this, but either I dropped dead or I didn't wake up in the morning, doesn't make me feel that he knew the light was coming. So for me, I would think that this is something that happened very suddenly or very unexpectedly. And I don't think it would be something something of a person taking their own life or responsible for their own demise. If it is something like that, I'm not getting the sense of that. But I'm going to tell you that that younger male does not remember passing away. I was also feeling around you, Marian, the presence of a larger animal. I would think of dog, of course, but it's got longer fur, and that comes around. So I don't know whose dog that is, whether it's yours or a family member of yours, or even, you know, your husband's dog when he was younger, something like that. But that really, really is around you quite often when these two males come around. Now, these males also make me feel that they visit a female, a younger female, so I wouldn't think it's you. Also, I see two children around that younger female. So I would get the sense that they come around this person quite often, or there's a lot of energy that comes around a younger female who is connected to you somehow, who is very, very important to you, and you love her very much. So they do make me feel rather special about this person, and that they do visit quite often. Now, the numbers 1 and 10 kept on popping out at me somehow. So I didn't know if it was connected to a January or to an October for birthdays, anniversaries, or passings, or if it's just the number 1, 10, 19, or 28. Now, just to get your head around that, Marian, when I'm talking about ones, and when I see ones will always be the month of January or October, because if I take the 0 away from the 1, or from the 10, I should say, it's 1. So the thing is, if it's not October or January, it's got to be numbers equaling 1, which means something to you or is of importance. So the numbers 1, 10, 19, or 28 would stand out to me. When I talk about that, it doesn't mean that it's January 1st or 10th or 19th or 28th or October with those dates. It could be any month, or January 9th to the 19th, October 9th to the 19th, or September 1st to the 19th, or February 8th to the 28th, or August 2nd to the 28th. And the reason why I bring out these ones is if you look at the ones, 10, 1 plus 0 is 1. The number 19, 1 plus 9 is 10, but 1 plus 0 is 1. And then 28, 2 plus 8 is 10, and 1 plus 0 is 1. So if you reduce it, they all equal the number 1. And all I've done is I've dissected those numbers as to what I felt they might mean. But it could be the actual number itself. Marian, I want to thank you so much for writing in. These energies are always around you. There's an older male there as well. The presence of a younger female as well. And I don't know who this is, but they make me feel that this female also passed rather suddenly. And they do make me feel that you're connected somehow, either through acquaintances, that kind of thing. But that female comes around quite often as well. And she makes me feel really happy. Say hi to the tea drinkers. I don't know who that is. And I want to thank you for writing into Just Ask Jay, and I'm so happy that you did. But for everybody out there, if you're looking for inspiration or advice, or you have a question, you have a burning desire to ask me something, don't worry about it. Just go ahead, write to the comment box below and just ask Jay. I love you guys all so much, and I'll talk to you real soon. Bye bye.